much between the clouds, fog, and showers this morning in your first alert forecast. Again, that's where that rain gear is coming in handy. Honestly, a rain jacket's kind of just right since we have a lot of these drizzly light showers. And then at times it's a little bit more moderate rain. So kind of pulling that hood up every so often, especially for the kids standing at the bus stop. For those of you who work outside, starting out the day around 63 in Knoxville with scattered light to moderate rain. Continue to dance around this morning. You can see a few more even lifting up through the valley to foothills and mountains. Mid to late morning, got some scattered rain coming back onto the plateau midday to early afternoon. Basically, there's a center of low pressure still spinning in the region. So think of that as just kind of kicking up some scattered showers today. Becoming spottier this evening, isolated rain continuing light to moderate, but notice clouds start to break up. Then we'll just transition over to clouds and some fog by tomorrow morning. So that'll make it look more mostly cloudy, but we're working our way down in coverage and rainfall. A lot of this is lighter showers. So when we add this up too, you can see these spikes up a few hundredths, a tenth, some isolated quarter of an inch. Could get a lone half an inch in areas in parts of northeast Tennessee around Jefferson County as well. So something we're continuing to keep an eye on with the scattered light to moderate rain for you on this Monday. This will take us from 63 degrees this morning to 71 at noon, high today 75. So while slightly warmer it has been, we're technically still below average in that first alert forecast where you live. So overlaying all this for you, peak heating will get you to 75 today in Knoxville, 76 in Loudoun, and 75 Madisonville. I do think you'll be closer to 72 on the plateau today from Crossville to Jamestown. At the Tennessee-Kentucky line, lots of low to some mid-70s, 72 Harlan, 73 Middlesboro to 74 in Maynardville and Dandridge, 75 Pigeon Forge. Again, you can see a look at some of those more moderate to isolated heavier rainfall potential here in far northeast Tennessee. As we look at the region, we're continue to keep an eye on any sort of excessive rainfall. Do think that we'll have a few showers tomorrow that'll continue to add up along the mountains, but it is spottier. Notice a couple of showers drift through midday tomorrow, northeast Tennessee to southeastern Kentucky. Get a few light to some moderate showers in the afternoon when the kids are getting out of school, but the clouds are trying to part a bit too. So more of a mostly cloudy to partly cloudy transition as this winds down by the evening. So overall, with that rainfall potential, you can see a few of those showers continuing to drop through our area, continue to drop a few hundredths to a tenth of an inch. Another isolated quarter, some spots a little heavier here in this northeast corner yet again, but overall becoming spottier on that rain and trying to get back to at least a normal temperature trend. Now in the morning, we'll still be above average. That's where the clouds and the fog and all that moisture keep us a little bit above average at 62. But then notice we slow down on that heating, kind of catch up to normal high there. We'll be right around 72 at noon tomorrow. High will be 77 for your Tuesday. And then big picture, we're keeping an eye on the trend in the tropics. Obviously, this is something I know it's a sensitive topic right now for a lot of folks, but I'm also seeing a lot of chatter on social. So I want to address what actually is happening. Over the next week, there's a potential for another system to develop and move up through the Gulf. Now that means over the next 7 days, another system could develop. That also means over the next week, there's a potential for heavy rain to come up into the Gulf to Florida. So any sort of longer range track is something we would then continue to keep an eye on over the next couple of weeks. Right now, over the next week, we are looking again at these scattered showers to become spottier. We're talking a few hundredths to a tenth, isolated quarter of an inch along the mountains with this current weather pattern that we have this week that really is slowly drying, slowly heating back up, giving us a stretch with some more sunshine that's much needed for a lot of folks here. So again, with the scattered showers we're tracking for you on this Monday, notice just below average, but bouncing back to around 80. We're seeing pretty limited rain chances in our area this weekend. Keeping an eye on a potential weak cold front early next week. So that's the reason that temperature dips back down just slightly here at the end of your first alert 8-day planner.